Good evening and welcome to QNN. I'm Marcus Haroon.
And I'm Nicolette Finelli. Philanthropy events are common on the Quinnipiac campus. There was one interesting event last night.
Quinnipiac students went bald for a great cause. As Uzamir tells us why.
Last night, Quinnipiac University students and faculty came out to participate in the annual shaving of their heads for the St. Baldrick's Foundation.
Shirley Temple passed away late Monday night at the age of 85. She died of natural causes at her home in California. Temple began acting at age 3, and before the age of 10, she was earning $50,000 per movie. From 1935 to 1938, she was named the top box office star. She retired from filmmaking at age 22 and married Charles Black. The couple stayed married for 55 years until his death in 2005.
The Clinton-Lewinsky scandal that caught the nation's attention is being brought to the surface once again. Documents written by Hillary Clinton's longtime friend Diane Blair reveal her reaction to the affair, calling Lewinsky, quote, a narcissistic Looney Tune. Democrats argue that the passages from her own book, Living History, are more powerful because they come directly from her. Clinton supported the documents, saying they will improve our understanding of history and politics.
Use of heroin continues to be an issue nationwide, and younger users are in the most danger. People between the ages of 15 to 24 had the biggest increase in heroin death totals. The Drug Enforcement Administration is working to improve the situation. From 2008 to 2012, it seized and increased 232% of heroin at the southwest U.S. border.
One of the biggest pharmacies in the country stopped selling tobacco in its stores.
Jake Campbell has that story and more in Health News.
Thanks, guys. One of the largest drugstores in the country, CVS, announced last week that they will discontinue selling tobacco products in their store. The decision came as the store aims to transition from a general retail chain to a healthcare provider. Troy Brennan, the chief medical officer and executive vice president of CVS, claims the shift is not to give other companies more business, but to curb the availability of tobacco to reduce the use and change the attitude toward smoking. The Obama administration is allowing small to mid-sized companies more time to comply with new rules regarding affordable health insurance for their employees. Companies with 55 to 99 employees will now have until 2016 to provide their employees with affordable health care under Obamacare. This delay was just the latest of the Obamacare switchover. Employees were originally meant to provide health care for their employers this year, but were given an extension by the Obama administration last July. Fines for companies that don't meet the new deadline range anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 per employee. The Rancho Feeding Corporation, based out of Petaluma, California, is under scrutiny today as they are being forced to recall more than 8.5 million pounds of meat. The USDA Food Safety and Inspection Service recalled the meat from the company for processing possibly diseased and unhealthy animals without a full federal inspection. As of yet, there have been no illnesses related to the meat, but federal officials advised the recall to subdue any adverse health effects. The meat was shipped to distribution centers and retail stores throughout Florida, Texas, California, and Illinois. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I buy my meat locally, and now I am more than happy about that.
That's a scary situation.
Well, anytime there's a recall, you got to be careful. Well, coming up on QNN, another snowstorm is headed our way.
Plus, Team USA aims to get early Olympic gold in Sochi. We'll be right back.
Safety is always a factor in a student's decision when applying to a college or university. For students at Southern Connecticut State University, their minds are put to ease with the immense security measures the school takes to ensure the well-being of the student body. From its very own police force to a swipe-in card system with a personal code, SCSU students are guaranteed to live a safe and healthy lifestyle on campus.
We do have emergency protocols in place. We have a whole set of procedures from the president all the way down to our staff here on duty about what happens in the event of a campus emergency. And so we do have lockdown procedures. We do have electronic means of closing off access to all the residence halls to outside individuals. So that's something that can happen with the click of some keys.
According to a study by the American behavioral scientist, safety at colleges and universities is more difficult than high schools or middle schools because college campuses are so spread out. From a survey conducted by the organization from 2001 to 2005, there were 76 homicides on college campuses nationwide. Of those numbers, 61.3% were male victims, with 38.7% female victims. For Hoffaker, recent incidents at other colleges in the Connecticut area only maintain the regard to stay vigilant and current when it comes to campus safety.
We've had some follow-up conversations on the process that happened there that day and what would happen here. So we are definitely staying attuned to situations that happen across the country and then right here in Connecticut, and reaffirm where it is that we're all responding to and how it is that we're communicating with our students, and at the end of the day making sure that our student staff and students know that their own safety is absolutely paramount.
Resident Assistant Denante McKinney feels that for the most part the incidents that occur at Southern do not threaten the majority of the students living there.
I mean, we always get a lot of people trying to sneak in, but that's just because we're basically in the city, New Haven. So we'll always have people trying to get in, but as far as problems in regards to like shootings or anything violent, we really don't have any issues, at least that I've seen being here.
Having increased security measures in buildings such as Hickerson Hall ensures that students live a safe on-campus lifestyle should an incident ever occur in the future. For Q30 News, I'm Peter Rossi.
So, we're going to do the same thing today, except you're not going to be given a triangle, you're going to be given a word problem.
Christine LaValle played soccer for Quinnipiac University from 1999 to 2002. Upon graduation, she felt as if her playing days and education at Quinnipiac shaped her to take on a new challenge and playing field, the classroom.
You have to be able to work with all types of people, as well as students. You know, they all have their strengths and weaknesses, and being able to kind of bring that out, just like you do on the field, you know, support your teammates, and you know that they may be a little slower, so you have to back them up, as well as in my class.
LaValle teaches at Hamden Middle School and tries to bring out the best in her students by recognizing their strengths and weaknesses and focusing on those areas where she knows her students will excel.
You know, my students might be deficient in one area, so I have to find those other areas that I can highlight to make them feel like they're doing well and succeeding in my class.
Staying in touch with the game is also an important part of LaValle's life, as she still has a love for the game, a fact brought out by her activities outside of the classroom. For the time being, LaValle knows that being a teacher is an important life choice, but that if she ever feels away from the game, she just needs to look out her classroom window at the school soccer field and remember the past. For Q30 Sports, I'm Peter Rossi. Quinnipiac men's soccer head coach Eric DaCosta and assistant coach Graciano Brito love the sport of soccer, so much so that after their playing days for Quinnipiac, both decided to come back to the team, but from a different part of the field.
Well, you know, I always knew that I wanted to stay in the sport. And obviously, after finishing my playing career here at Quinnipiac, I wanted to try to continue to pursue a professional career.
While a professional career may not have been in DaCosta's future, the university and program kept calling him back to where it all started.
Wanted to give back to Quinnipiac, and I've always felt indebted to this place.
DaCosta formed such a special bond with former player Graciano Brito that DaCosta brought him in as an assistant coach, a fact Brito is thankful for.
Definitely when you play here, you grow a passion to the program. Obviously, we had great years over here, and I still wanted to see the program grow.
Both DaCosta's and Brito's leadership on and off the field have made players like Quinnipiac senior captain Philip Surprise feel honored and privileged to be with such a program.
Oh, it's like priceless. It's such a great value and asset to our team. Freshman year, we had an assistant coach as well who was just like that, and that helped our team chemistry. It helped us like kind of relay the message from the coach to the players, kind of that mediator.
Both Coach DaCosta and Coach Brito want to move this team on to the next level, but for now, they're content with wanting to win for the near future. For Q30 Sports, I'm Peter Rossi.